So when I was 16, I just got my permit, and I just got my permit, and I was driving on the freeway in the fast lane, doing the speed limit, 70 miles an hour. I had my sister in the back seat, I guess, and or I was 16, and then my mom was in the front seat on the passenger side, and my mom said, I thought I was just allergic to bees or whatever, so there's a bee on the dashboard, so I'm driving, and there's a bee on the dashboard, and mom said, watch out, and I was looking at the bee and not the car. Well, there was a car stalled out in the lane over the yellow line on the freeway with a flat tire, I guess. Well, I was paying attention to the bee and not the lane I was in, being a new driver, and I freaked out, and doing 70 miles an hour, I spun the wheel all the way around, and we rolled 9 times. And we rolled up against a tree. They took my sister out of the car. She was okay. Took my mom out. She was okay. Took me out with the jaws of life that open the cars, like in the front if you can't get it out because I was like slammed up against a tree. You know what I mean? So they took me out with the jaws of life. My mom and sister went into an ambulance to the hospital. I went into a helicopter. I was airlifted to the hospital. I wasn't breathing at all. I was on life support. And my mom's sister came out of the ER that day, and I was in a coma. I was dead. I wasn't breathing at all. And I, the 6th day, it wasn't going. They told my mom when I was in a coma, where they're gonna pull the plugs, you're gonna pull the tubes, and just, I'm done. I'm gone. I wasn't breathing at all whatsoever. And I told my mom that 6th day, or whatever, I saw a light when I was in the coma. The only thing I remember is I saw a light, and there was a man at the end of the light, basically saying, like God, like Jesus, you know what I mean? And like I always went to church, as a kid, whatever. Didn't really know what to believe, but now I really do believe in God. And he said, it's not your time, you know what I mean? And then I woke up out of my coma. As I woke up out of my coma, keep in mind this: I had staples they took out of my arms because I had glass from the car, from in the car, so they put staples in my arms to get the glass out. See them scars? There's staples. Staples. I had staples. There were stitches in my head. See, I don't know. You can't really see, but there's a scar. Yeah, there's a scar on the side of my head. So that's what made me today. You know what I mean? I had one on my finger too, glass. So I had staples there too. That's for the rest of my life. I'm scarred, I guess you could say. But then they said, as I woke up in my coma, they literally looked at me and said, Sean, you're never gonna walk again. Never gonna walk again. And I said, what? And I said, no, F this, F this. I'm walking again. They, basically had to hold me down because I was trying to walk. And, my bed was like 4 steps probably from the bathroom. And I try to get up every day and try to walk, and I'd fall down, you know what I mean? But I fall down and I fall down, but I didn't give up, and a month later I started walking again in the hospital from a lot of therapy. Shout out to U of M, you know what I mean, helping me, learn how to walk again. But it's determination. If I would have just sat in bed and did nothing and not done that, try to go walk, get up and walk, I wouldn't be walking to this day. And I didn't give up. And I'm walking now. My accident was 20 years ago, June 22nd, 1999. I thank the Lord every day for, giving me another chance to live again, or just living again, and didn't take me that day. Um, and then I do go to therapy Mondays and Fridays. I do have a closed head injury, which means, let's see this, guys. I have a short-term memory loss. Some of you guys look at me and you say, oh, do you remember what happened yesterday? Guys, I don't remember what happened yesterday, and definitely not the day before. I remember big things like I got my PS5 on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. I talked to this person the other day, and they said this, but if we're playing basketball on 2K and you say, oh, do you remember this happened? I don't, man. I might have a short-term memory loss. Sometimes I just say stuff don't make sense. But like if you guys have said this, I have the mentality of a child. Like I got my accident when I was 16, so I basically have the mentality of a 16-year-old. Believe me, I'm very smart and very mature because I have a 12-year-old daughter, and I'm trying my best to be good influence on her. But I do have, my times where I say stuff that doesn't make sense to you guys, and that's just because I do have a closed head and I have a bad memory, short-term memory loss. I say stuff sometimes that don't make sense. And I do love everybody. That's why I do YouTube now. I don't have a lot of friends, man. I'm in lockdown, this coronavirus stuff. And but I love God. You feel me? God first. This is what I always do on my YouTube channel. This is life. I stay positive. I have fun, and God first, you know. But everybody, I like you guys, dog. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. God bless you. Love you guys. No homo. Peace. There we go.